Would you guys believe this? Here I am on vacation and I'm sitting here doing paperwork. And I'm going to take the time to talk to you guys about my new owner-operators. Weather's actually beautiful here. Spending the weekend up at Deep Creek, Maryland for Memorial Day. Before we get any further, thanks to all who've given the ultimate sacrifice for this country. Remember that before you fire up your grill or jump in the pool, take a swim in the lake, whatever you may be doing, or you crack that beer. Just remember what this holiday is actually for. So let's talk owner-operator. So it's been about 2 months since I took on 2 owner-operators. One hauling cars, one hauling freight. One hauling cars has got a low pro Kaufman 43 foot, and the gentleman hauling freight has a flat, it's a 36 or 38. The reason I don't know that is because I have a dispatcher for that, but it's not on top of my head. Anyways, both drivers have been doing great. We haven't had any issues as far as inspections or pullovers or anything like that, which is good. Both guys are very meticulous with paperwork, and that's been a blessing. That's where it comes to the hard part of hiring people, because you can kind of tell right off the bat what kind of people, like what kind of worker a person's going to be, should I say. Whether they're going to be organized or everything's going to be wishy-washy. And, thankfully I've had no issues, and I don't ever see having issues with my 2 drivers. Now, with that being said, I'm at the point where I am going to be looking to put 2 more plus hot shot or semi, depending. If you got a semi and you got your own equipment, you want to come work for me, sure, that's fine, that's great. Let's work out a deal, but that doesn't happen most of the time. But I am looking to take 2 or more 40-foot hot shot CDL guys on. I have a dispatcher for my CDL hot shot now, and I've been on the board, not as much as a dispatcher is, but I've been on the board to where I have to take a look and just see what's going on, or even looking for myself when I'm trying to get back from one of my direct customer hauls. And the amount of freight that's gone from like 12 to 20,000 pounds that they consider hot shot freight, going for a decent rate. Now, rates aren't the best right now, but fuel prices and everything and rates that's a different video. But that 12 to 20,000 pound range is really where you're gonna not be fighting everybody for loads if you can haul a higher capacity. So I'm looking to take at least 2 hot shot CDL guys on. Now, if you have a truck and you don't have a trailer, I can assist you in getting a trailer. It could be off a percentage of your lease on percentage, or we could work that out somehow. It could be rent to own, lease to own, or comes back to the company, whatever may work out. But don't let the trailer part scare you away if you're looking for a job. Now, the truck portion, you need to be ready to go. If you're getting a truck in a couple months, still keep in touch with me. I may be looking to, hire more, but I'm looking for now. Looking to get a couple more guys on the road. I've been a little absent because I just sold my house, and I'm looking to get into a commercial space. You guys know I've been talking about this forever. Just had a lot of burden over my head, should you say, with still owning the property I haven't been using for a year or staying at for a year. Nonetheless, so the newer equipment, the better. I don't shy against older equipment. I really don't. So if you've got like an older single axle truck, sleeper truck or something, I'm not against that. You don't have to have, because I find the people with the older trucks, with the way trucks are nowadays, they're more reliable anyways. And so yeah, just drop a comment down below. I'll probably leave my email. So serious inquiries only, please, guys. I'll leave my email down in the description below. Reach out if you're looking to get into hot shots. So let's talk about what my owner-operators have been doing. Owner-operator Rich, who's the gentleman hauling freight, he's been pretty much bouncing all around the Midwest. Rates have been pretty good in like the Ohio, Pennsylvania, maybe reaching to Jersey, and then a little farther west. Really hasn't in the last 2 months ventured out this far, except for this week. Took a load from, would have been a military load from Dover Air Force Base out to either Fargo or Grand Forks, North Dakota, one of those. So that's the kind of people that I'm looking for, is people that are willing to just go where the money is. And it's kind of hypocritical for me to say this, but I'm just going to be honest from a business owner standpoint, because I have been learning along the way. I'm 4 or 5 years into this, but I'm only in my first year of really having employees. Why I say it's hypocritical is because I was the guy that was home almost every night. And it is hard for me to take a percentage from somebody who wants to be home every night when that percentage is covering your insurance. Sometimes, depending on your insurance rate, if you want to be home every night and not willing to reach out, or you have so many family obligations, you have to be home. Not to sound rude or whatever, I'm not making any money by pushing the paperwork. I feel the guys that are willing to go out on the road, and I'm not going to keep you out there for 3 weeks at a time. You can do, I say 10 to 14 days. At least spend a weekend out. You should be able to bounce around enough to make really good money. The last thing I want to do is leave somebody onto my company where I feel like they're not going to make any money. That puts stress on me. I got to pay my own bills, and I know how stressful that is. But when I have to start worrying about if other people can pay their bills, that's beyond stressful to me, and I hate that. So, you want to stay 2 weeks out on the road, come home for a couple days, 3, 4, 5 days, get back out on the road. That's fine with me. It just, sometimes you got to be ready to drop everything when a hot load comes up from a direct customer or something like that. But other than that, owner-operator things have been great. Now, I know people have a lot of opinions about Toe Piglet, but I have actually gone back this last 2 weeks or so and watched all his recent videos where he's talking about his website, Airtable, owner-operators, and I have actually learned a good amount of information about the Airtable. That's what I'm using to track all my driver's loads. It's a TMS where you can have everything integrated into one. You can load in your rate cons, your bill of ladings. You can customize your columns if you want it to be like what load it is, where it drops. And, I have is the driver paid out on this load yet? Because if it's factored, I got to submit the paperwork, check to see if it's paid out, how much I'm making off of it, so I can keep track. This month, is that covering insurance? Where are we at? How much are we making? Things like that. So I know people have their differences about him. Him and I have had, not so kind words, work things out. We still send each other business, and that's that. So I had to put that little part in at the end of this. But other than that, guys, have a happy Memorial Day. I'm going to try to keep on pumping out some informational content. I'm going to try to get more informational content, load securement, paperwork, maybe show some of my Airtable stuff on the Hotshot Haulers page. So if you're not following that page, I'll put it down in the description. That's my main page, my informational page. But seems like the industry needs a little bit of informational help. If you guys catch what I'm saying there. Some will, some won't. But if you're on YouTube at all, you know what I'm talking about. So happy Memorial Day, guys. We'll see you on the next one.